Hello. I totally did not prepare enough ahead of time. And Genshin is still updating. Hello. Glad you could make it. Let's see, the game is at around 60%. So we got some time. I forgot to do everything. Dedicated hard drives just for Genshin? Yeah, it's such a big game. So how was everyone's day today? I know this is probably a bit early. Hopefully you got enough sleep though. Oh, and Lore Master Andrew, I took off the timeout thing for the lengthy comments, so you should be all good now. I still have no idea why it deleted your older messages though. Making pizza? That sounds so good. What kind of pizza? Do you put pineapples on your pizza? I think the stream yesterday went okay, but there was a lot of obvious things I wish I could change. Oh no. I opened up Genshin in the other window and now my mouse is stuck. Supreme, no pineapples. No, how do I fix this? Houston, we have a problem. Oh, there. Is it in borderless? I have it on windowed mode so that I can see chat. Borderless. Yeah, it's probably just the window. Well, I was gonna have little things to cover up my UID, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Goodness, I can't click on it. Okay, well, the game's on. Okay. I think we're good. I hope we're good. You're paranoid? That it might show other windows. I have it set so that I have it set for window capture, and that the window title must match. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen then. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay. Let's go to the game. I mean, I could put these little blocks on. Gotta move though. Why can't I move it? Oh, because I have it locked. I'm a dummy. There. Whatever. That works. Yeah, I got Benny. I actually have not that one. I got it up to this one. C3. Okay. I remember what I was doing. I was trying to level up my lower level characters that I don't really use that often. So yeah, they're all at 20 and 19. But I usually go with this team. But I can't get Shenhei past 40 because I don't have her ascension materials. So I also have Rosaria though. But this is my usual team. Cocogoat? I do not have the Cocogoat. I'm sorry. Hello, Macloss. 14. Glad you could join again. Early on, it's better to focus on a small group of characters since resources are time-gated and limited by resin. Yeah, about that. I usually just forget about the resin altogether. I don't do the domains very often, as often as I should. Oops. Actually, I forgot to do one more thing. So we're gonna switch back to the screen real quick. This is a very scuffed stream. I did not prepare ahead of time. I thought I had enough time. I set an alarm for 30 minutes earlier, but apparently not enough time. You don't want to backseat too hard? You're good. I guess I'll just keep using my usual team. And then I wanted to do some story today. I haven't done my dailies yet, but that can wait till later. Also, why is Jean so bouncy? That's not right. It's ridiculous how much... Okay. Moving on. What was I even doing? It's very right, it's not wrong. The perfect amount of bouncy. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Let's do this. Okay, so I left off where Ganyu comes and visits and tells you, hey, go to the floating palace. The big boss of Liyue summons you. So that's where we're going now. I always forget to hold the ability. Yep, that is some weird bounce. Oh, and I guess I should show this too. In case you ever doubted that I prefer exploring, 97%, 94%, 87%. We don't talk about Dragon Spine though. Yeah, Dragon Spine's the worst. It's just so annoying that you have to pay attention to... Oh my goodness. Why can I not stand on these? Let me stand on there. Oh, I totally forgot to put on my audio. Power core!
My royal... Oh, goodness gracious.
Frantic clicking. Oh no, you can hear that. Oh, you're so loud. Yeah, this keyboard's so loud. And I don't have a great mic that can just cancel out the noise. It's just constantly falling. Okay. Yeah. Xinyan's my favorite though. I don't know why. OBS filters can help. For stream elements OBS? I'll have to check it out. Already been in there, I think. Yeah. I have my little monster icon on there. Oh.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
I'm a bonk you, Paimon. Yeah, Ganyu? Let's go back to Ganyu.
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
I click the mic and click filters. Filters? You can just add it in, I guess. Noise suppression. Well, I can already tell it's making a difference because the mic isn't constantly doing the bar. Can you still hear it? I'm not a click-clack gremlin anymore. Nice. Okay. Much quieter, but you can still hear it. Well, as long as it's quieter. Let's see. only a tiny bit. Okay. Thank you for that, though.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy.
You're giving good advice even outside of Genshin.
Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
It's a trap.
No way! Just trust Paimon's instincts.
Angry Paimon. Where'd it go? There it is. What was that, though? Loot? Do you have loot? Oh no, it's one of these flying guys.
Obey!
I don't like you. Ow! Oh, are you serious? Oh my goodness. I do not like him. I wish he could just fall off the cliff and die. Oh no.
In your dreams!
Oh my goodness.
Insubordination!
Where is he? Oh my goodness, he's just getting harder and harder to hit. This is not fair. He's hiding. Oh, why did I get just pushed back? She's gonna die.
By royal
Wait,
decree!
where'd he go? Where is he? What? I did all that work. Does he even give me loot? I need Geo. And there's a thing right there. He's back. And he's fully healed. Doesn't see anything. It's fine. It's totally fine. Let's just get my Geo. Do I have Geo? No. I left her. That's Genshin. Yeah.
Starfall!
Please don't fall and die.
I'll keep this close.
Okay. Let's just get out of here. He sees nothing. Oh, there's that little whisper Sealy right there too, though. I'm totally gonna forget about it if I don't. Let's just be ninja. It's fine. We'll make it, right? Oh yeah, I totally forgot about getting the Geo thing. Whoops. Ow. Wait. Ow! Oh no. Wait, where did the wisp go? I don't see it. Where did it go? Is it up there? It went down. Whoa. You're not my team. Okay. Forget about all that. It's fine. Nothing happened. Stream just started. Nothing happened. Hi guys. How's it going today? How's your pizza? Where is it? Let's switch back. What are you talking about? This just started. Pizza's too hot. Yeah. There's been too many times where I've burnt the roof of my mouth from eating pizza that's still too hot. A little regret, but not complete regret. Okay. Back on track. Just do the dragon? No. I should upgrade my characters. Especially if I do the dragon. I really need to do more bosses too, though. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is the bosses. I can't get hers though, because this is... I have no idea where to find this. And just more bosses.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
I've been using the sacrificial sword on Jean. I don't know if it's super good on her, but... seems pretty good. It's a long ways away. Maybe I should just switch out for Shenhe for Rosaria, maybe? Sac/Fav. Did I really forget to pick up all this loot? How could I do that? Oh, my precious loot. Can I make this? No. And he's mainly a cryo buffer, so she's not. So you think Hydro is better than cryo? I'm not gonna risk it. Let's go... Where is it? She doesn't buff anyone besides herself? I thought she does, because when she does her ability, it puts a little ring around the character. This one? All nearby party members deal cryo damage in different ways. Wait, what? Oh, so she only buffs cryo characters. Okay, yeah, I'll switch her out for Rosario then. Just level her up a bit then. Alright, I actually have enough for sending her. Yeah, but I like using... Oh! Seriously? I have to be that fast? Oh no. I like Xinyan best, but let's swap her out. She's mostly my... What's it called? My tank.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea.
Don't tell me we're gonna shoot an arrow at the pavilion and then drag the pavilion down.
Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Or that. That one's gonna kill me.
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures.
I mean, you could just carry me, Paimon. You fly or float. I'm not that heavy, right?
Oh, that's right.
Paimon, one head. Small brain.
Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
At least she's cute. That's the only thing stopping her from becoming emergency food. Yeah. But I like keeping Xinyan and Fischl. So I like using Fischl's
Reveal thyself.
bird to do constant electro damage, and then with Xinyan, if I have enough enemies around me and I do
Power cord.
that, it like shoots off fire. So then I just get like constant overloads. This is why Paimon is emergency food. Agreed. I mean, we do have that best chef in the whole Teyvat world that can make anything taste good, right? I'm sure she'd be interested in trying to cook some exotic food.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millelith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad! You, over there! This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless!
Paimon. Shush. It's okay.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
Don't yell at the innocent people.
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Paimon, this is all your fault.
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Boop. Why you do this, Paimon? Group up.
By royal decree.
They better not fall off of this cliff. Better not fall off.
You can't run.
What?
Who goes there? Take the target alive!
Feel the beat. Odds revealed.
Attack! Lithic triad! Tactical! Retreat!
Judgment.
Oh my goodness. You're back. Nice to see you again. Wait, what is it shooting at? Is it shooting at the bird?
Beaten. Who goes there? Take the target alive!
Power cord.
Oh no, I fell.
By royal decree. I summon
Attack! Lithic triad!
Oh my goodness.
Take the target alive!
We did it.
Stop. What's all this about?
Oh, I didn't realize she had a little design there.
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Kaching? Kaching kaching? I did not know that's how you pronounce it.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
She's so small.
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
She's a cash register, and the cash register doesn't make the noise, it's her. She just goes ka-ching. Thanks for the money.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing.
That pun is better than I should feel bad. Nope. Like in the mailboxes in Majora's Mask for whatever reason. She's pretty. I don't have her
I
yet.
know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
Super rich, big shout out.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence.
Long time in disrepair. But the treasure hoarders that came by after we fixed it, they sounded like they had just broken it. What? Get your story together.
These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
He did not. Paimon did not say the bad word.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Thinking isn't that hard, Paimon. Silly.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
Mortal.
Huh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching.
Touching?
I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There is no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god.
Is she accusing us? Is this just the test to see if we did?
Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up.
Yeah, I think MiHoYo is Chinese. I mean, I think if it was a Japanese company, they would have made the Japanese themed place before the Chinese themed place. I don't know.
I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing?
Now you're just being so arrogant. I thought I liked you.
Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them.
You want to talk with them?
Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here.
She questions authority. I don't know if it's so much as questioning authority as it is that she thinks she's better than the authority, I guess. I don't know.
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year.
The next year? Jeez.
The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
I don't have a gift.
Favor?
Are you gonna steal all her favors?
But...
If anything, we should be the one giving her the favors, not stealing them.
Wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Curry sounds good.
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, Traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
That Yuheng? Is that her last name or something? Did she tell us her last name? I don't remember.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
Yuheng is Kaching's title. Okay.
Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime!
I am mildly intrigued.
Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang.
What? I'm guessing those sugar-coated slimes would probably just taste like sugar cookies? You don't think a rich person could afford sugar cookies?
Why don't we go with that for a gift? With a certain boom shakalaka, of course.
Of course, Paimon. Why don't you make them yourself then?
Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Three ingredients. 1, 2... Where's number 3? There's just 2? I do not like those. like the music in Genshin. It's so calming.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one. Power cord. Yeah.
What?
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that?
I actually did not hear anything, but, singing?
No! That was definitely someone in trouble. It came from those ruins over there.
I mean,
Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
you could be singing while trapped in a cave. Or, not a cave, a cage.
Yeah.
Alright, that sounded kind of bad.
Get back together.
You're open.
No! Get off.
By royal decree.
Also, I totally forget to use my
Barbados, guide us.
big abilities.
You're open.
Feel the beat.
Oz, reveal that.
Done.
What did I just take? I just took them all.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders. When their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Oh. Your face looks fine. You're fine.
It was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both.
Jeez, Paimon.
Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you.
Oh, you look a lot older than I thought you were.
I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me.
Your Twitch crashed. Oh no, I'm sorry. Maybe... Would it be better if you watched on your phone instead? I don't know.
Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
You are watching on your phone?
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
I like all the lights that come on during the night. The lanterns look so good.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Will surely prevail in this year's Masterful Chefs.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business.
They're pretty.
Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
140 years of history. And you're just gonna give that to me?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
What just happened to Paimon's voice? Oh no, Paimon's broken.
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome.
No, that's huge. I'm not gonna be able to carry that all in one piece all the way up into the sky.
If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack.
That doesn't make sense. The bowl shouldn't leave a taste on your snacks.
It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
What?
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations too.
Oh, it's pretty. That's a weird looking cookie. Or, I guess she never did say cookie. That was just me. Sugar slime. Reminds me of the raindrop cakes. Never tried one though.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Jewelry poster. Oh. I need to go. Wait. Let's see. Where's it?
What are you staring at?
Hello? Are you okay?
The nightlife here is so vibrant.
You need help? Can I get you out? You can't even talk to
What are
him.
you staring at?
I guess he's okay.
The nightlife here is so
Okay. Okay, am I going the right way? Is it like up on Oh. It's up there. Maybe I can go from around. Oh gosh. I wish they put in a feature where you could pet the dogs and the cats. That'd be the best update. I wonder when I can unlock making my own home? Or is that inside like a teapot? I have no idea. Nothing suspicious to see.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say.
Welcome back. You missed a guy being stuck inside the floor.
Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Sell the moon? What?
Yes. How many would you like?
Oh, I totally missed this part of the
It's
conversation.
not convenient to speak of numbers here.
I couldn't talk to him or move him out of the ground, but he just kind of humphed. So I'm assuming he's okay.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
Yeah, he was glitched into the ground.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
What? Was Ganyu supposed to tell me the code? But then Ganyu forgot? Silly Ganyu. Your queen is perfect.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
You have Ganyu too? What? Everyone has Ganyu except me.
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
Why would you want to do that? Creating artificial eclipses?
One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
She's stalking us.
Was Vergoldet one of your people?
I totally forget who that is.
Just Vergoldet? No.
wriggled it.
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Well, that's not intimidating at all. But boop. She's trying to build a Death Star? I mean, kind of the same vibe. Blotting out the moon? Who says that?
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude.
She could totally, like, throw a rock from up here, and it might just kill somebody.
Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
That's basically how she fights. I mean, she's a Geo for a reason. What if I just jump? It's pretty though. This place is pretty too.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
Let's speak poetry, only in the broadest of strokes.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon.
You just leave dead god bodies there?
Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
Why did they even bother giving me 2 choices here? What? Why?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
He who shall not be named. Yes.
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
She's so fancy. We didn't even give her the favor yet. Is there a teleport point here somewhere?
I need a more physically.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
This is nice. Yeah, I don't think they want a rock concert in here. What is that? A bird? I cannot tell. Loot stuff in here? Can I steal their vases or vases? This is fancy. Nice sunlight though.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
If I wish. I see shiny stuff.
Can we really?
Paimon. Not too much at home.
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
I just realized. You can't even see my cursor. There. I've been like pointing stuff out the whole time and you can't even see my cursor.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Liyue's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that.
She's onto us.
If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
Trust. You've been spying on me this whole time.
But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Keqing...
I don't know, you're both weird.
You'd pick Keqing? Nah, I had a feeling.
It didn't really let me choose, but okay.
I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt.
She already knows everything. She already knows that in Mondstadt, Venti's power was taken.
With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them.
Gag order. I see you.
Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
What is this supposed to be? On her leg. Is it a scar? I'm just totally distracted by her instead of paying attention to all this important lore.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends.
It's a tattoo? Maybe.
Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Bonk.
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Is this like a belly button line? I'm so distracted by her.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall.
I don't think she's just gonna give us a super important secret.
Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail.
Your fingernails are way small. They're not gonna fit one character of a word on there.
Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for.
Paimon. You just want to buy all the sweets with that Mora, don't you?
Let's grab one! The biggest one!
Wait, we seriously do get to take one? You're fine with this? I mean, you're really fine with this.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one.
Or maybe this was planned. She wanted us to take this and go to that spot with the circle. It's all part of her plan. She knows Paimon too well. You can figure her out so fast.
La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here.
She's playing Paimon like a fiddle.
Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission.
What's that?
Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot.
Getting their hands on the Archon's body. Nice one, Paimon.
But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to.
I wonder what you're up to in your head, too.
Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
I totally don't remember what the sigil of permission is for, but asking for permission to look at their body. A little too perfectly, yeah.
Oh, you really think so?
It's a trap.
Well, should we not go then?
I mean...
Oh, so you're saying
she's
that
gone.
it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves.
Complete trap.
That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us.
That's why you're a precious little dummy, Paimon.
Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Just take more than one thing. Oh, she's right there. She won't notice. Scale.
So, have you made your choice? You don't have to confirm it with me. Just choose one and take it. Afterwards, why not sit down for a while in the Jade Chamber? Or have a short stroll? Rest is also an integral part of any journey. Come now. There's no need to stand on ceremony. Loosen up a little.
Yeah? We can just become homies? No, that feels weird. We're not homies.
Sorry. Anything business related?
It's information. Got it. Bai Shu? No rumor can escape their ears or eyes? How can they hear stuff from way up here? Do they have like a telescope but for ears? What would that be? A reverse megaphone? Don't those exist? I feel like those exist. Tell me about Ningguang though. Yes, free loot. Secrets. Nuggets of wisdom on the subject of gold. Oh, I thought she was... Oh, she gave me a book, Guide to Gold. Okay. Is there more loot? You want her to crush your head between your thighs? Of course you do. A lace lingerie. Wait, what? She probably has matching lingerie. Oh. See, I thought the one with the glasses would be the super intelligent one, but no. She's just the lewd one. You're the actual intelligence gathering one. Does she have more loot for me? No. So those are your 3 attendants, I think? Is there really not a travel point here? Is there a loop up there or something? Is there no stairs? How did I get wet? Don't mind me. Just checking your security systems. I need all the loot. Really? No. Has to be something. Well, so how do I get back? Do I just fall? Head to the location marked on the paper snow. Did they update the wishes yet? Oh, it's what's his name? Ayato. Such an ikemen. Oh, Sucrose. Sucrose is super cute too. She's Animo, I think, right? Venti, Sucrose. Weapons. I don't really. Just don't have any of these. I don't know if I'll actually spend my wishes this time.
Whatever's going on over there.
I'll probably
Looks
save up.
pretty rock and roll to me.
I have 31 wishes on the standard one? Do I really? Oh, I do. I mean, give me some good luck. Wait, what? Oh. Stupid Kaya. don't like him. Oh well, at least I got more of that. Just gonna blow through all these wishes. Wait, what? I can add Ganyu, Rosalia, and Shenhei to that list too? What do you mean? I have Rosalia and Shenhei. I don't have Ganyu though. Oh, the head crushing list? Wow. Yanfei! She looks cute, but she also looks weak. I already have her, but I haven't really tested her out. Last one. Let's go. Oh wait, that looks like a different kind of purple. Amber. She's cute. I think that might be the first copy I have for Amber. Aww, no streamer luck. Amber is the rarest character you can pull? Really? Amber's only 4-star though. Wait, what did I say? Fires 2 arrows. Oh, that's kind of nice. Is it like in different directions, or is it just 1, 2? All the free ones are really rare to pull? Oh. So I did get streamer luck? Nice. Wait, do I have enough? No. They're not OP, but they are. Yeah. I just hardly ever use the started characters anymore. I really wish they made more alternate outfits for all the characters. I just want everyone to look super cute. Amber C6? That's gonna take forever to get there. Oh no!
Oh, this rocks!
I have not done that yet. I don't know if I have the Geo big ability available. I hate these guys.
They're really perfectly at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
Flash Frost! It's time for a flash fruit! Frozen food! Stay right there!
Oh, there's 3 of them? I was hoping I could at least get the big guy done. I'm not sure about that.
Frozen descent!
Oz, reveal thyself! I summon thee!
Let's end this quickly! Counterattack!
Oh my goodness. Lightning guy is so annoying.
Go and splash!
Use this first! Finally, some quiet.
Go and splash!
Let's end this quickly!
You can't run!
This is bad.
Actually stunned him.
Feel the beat! Go and splash! Judgment! Power core!
This isn't good.
They don't drop any loot. Oh shoot, it's timed. I think the other one's underneath. I could never get to that one in time though. Is that a chest? No, that's a barrel. I should probably heal. I have so much food. Look at all that food. What? Oh, up there. What?
Shouldn't be careless. Have a load of this.
By royal decree! Go and splash!
Throw him everywhere.
Too low.
Can I break this?
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they for? Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you.
Oh. They're making fake
But
permissions.
how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
Fatui.
And the plot thickens. We need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure.
The plot thickens.
Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhang Li soon.
Hold on. Let me turn on the light.
last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Who's that?
Oh, freaking insubordinate. Feel a bit. Yeah.
Time to fulfill my duty.
You can't run. Go and splash. Ha. Yeah.
This should be fun.
I can't see anything.
By royal decree. Power core.
My work finished.
Air. I think the main character's Geo ability should be able to do this, right? See if I've been.
Just what will we come across this time?
I do have available. I don't think there's enough time to go between each and every one of these. Well, I'm guessing I should do it from like here. I don't think it's gonna count if I go from on top. Maybe I do it at the center of this little spiral. Should hit them all, right?
Crumble apart.
That did not reach at all. That only hit the middle one. How are you supposed to do this then? Oh, it's not even blinking. It's not even timed. Wow.
Drop. Oh, goodness gracious.
You really aren't going out. What? Whoops, I could have done this such a long time ago then.
Starfall! Drop! Starfall!
It reset? Do I start from the inside or the outside? Wait, it's kind of like an arrow. So, from the outside? So this one first.
Starfall!
Seriously?
Drop!
This better work.
Ha! Starfall! Drop!
Honestly, most of the time it just blocks my attacks and stuff on them.
Cry out my illustrious name.
I totally forgot to remove these marks. Okay, wait, where am I going? Liyue Marsh. Let's change back to G.
Ready for anything.
Okay. Could kill it, but I think I already got the trust from killing it. Just run. Plus, in that tiny little space on top of a cliff, it's so annoying. Who are you? Oh.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Fancy smancy.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Yeah. Friendly to lead us into a little trap so we can take care of stuff.
Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
Keqing?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
I guess.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
Now they're trying to reproduce the sigil of permission. Angie Zhongli.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Liyue Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
I already have so many.
Glaze lilies. But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Eugene Terrace have some? Even Chingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all.
Oh.
Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out.
Dry and fertile. That doesn't make sense. Because doesn't fertile soil have to be, like, good, wet soil? Oh, I guess dry compared to flooded.
Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest fragrance from the flowers.
What?
So how good is your singing?
I'm not a pro.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
This is not a karaoke stream. I did not sign up for this. Search for the glazed lilies. Think fast, oh no. What do I do? What do I do?
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
Yep, that was totally my voice, See? It says, I said that. Oh jeez, what?
These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Yes, my mom. They didn't like my song, so they were attacking.
I swear by my sword!
Oz, reveal thyself. Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Wow. Solid argument, Paimon.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
That sounds cool.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Okay. Have a good night, Nox.
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Ganyu! You can't leave. Ganyu's here.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's-her-face?
Why would you do that?
I can't remember.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
Of course.
Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
You didn't give me the password, you silly little goat.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Silly Ganyu.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Ganyu.
Shush.
She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
The fake flowers? The monster flowers?
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Shush, Paimon.
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it.
Look at what you did, Paimon. You made Ganyu so sad.
Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet.
Her booba too strong. It goes through.
When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes, now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago.
As it pans to Zhongli.
Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old.
Merely?
Whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
Jeez. You're old.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
Wait, what? You're like 600 years old? Or 6,000 years old?
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
What is Qilin, though? Oh no, that one's just rude.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Yes. Wait, why did she pick it, though?
We dare not refuse it.
Wouldn't that make
so did
less...
you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
What? I didn't get to hear Ganyu singing.
Wow, so you really know your stuff too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No Ganyu singing for me.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already.
Yeah, because we're old.
Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
We got the glaze lilies. Back to Liyue. Outskirts of Liyue for some reason. Not a Fatui.
Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and... the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened. We should ask around a little, just to be safe.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Okay, then what are you
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing.
What? Is it because I attacked their little hideout area?
She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
Looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
What? Why is the funeral parlor being caught up? Are they canceling the funeral? They can't do that.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Whew. Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
Child, that ginger guy. You know, Mr. More Money Than Sense.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Teleport waypoint unlocked. What? Go to the golden house. Yeah. What? I got a new teleport spot? Kun. It's probably this way. He's still in the floor. What? I thought you would have been fixed by now. Is this part of the new update? Is he just permanently in the floor right now? Hello? Get out of there. Get out of the floor. Can I hit it? Are you trying to peek under skirts? I can't save him. He's on his own. He is one with the concrete now. Goodbye. The golden horse was closer. What? Whoa, it's way out there? Okay. Oh, doggy. Music is so nice. no. Your pursuit of the truth brings you to the very heart of the political storm that has been slowly brewing in Liyue Harbor. It's time to peer beyond the glittering gold and see what lurks in the shadows. I get no rewards from this. Why? There's no recommended elements. And because it's giving me this screen, I'm not going to be able to switch once I get in there. Oh well. This setup should be fine.
Wow! This is the Golden House?
I just realized there were no guards outside the Golden House. Usually this place is swarming with guards, right? So I'm guessing that's how Child got in.
It looked impressive enough from the outside,
Oh,
but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora!
Oh no. That's a guard. Unconscious guard.
This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here.
Paimon, you're a little... not smart.
But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right?
Paimon, how do you not see that unconscious body over there?
Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
Something feels amiss, you don't say.
Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
Finally.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
That looks cool. Just spiraling around it? Can I check on you? No. I can step on you though. You like John stepping on you? Okay. There's another body. Are these holes? There's like a furnace down there? I guess that's where they melt down all the gold, I guess. To make the more. It makes a little tinkle sound when I step on the Mora. Wait, can I get back up, please? Can I get out of here? Oh no, did I just make myself stuck? Here we go, okay. That would've been bad. Hey, you're just taking a nap. I'll step on you too.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Guides? But we're part of the funeral service now. Can't hold a funeral without the Exuvia.
Huh? Who's there?
You're the one that got us set up with the funeral thing.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Dross? I've never heard that word before.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
Hush.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
You just want to be on I was gonna say mommy, but then I was gonna say MILF, and then neither of those sounded good. But you just want to get on her good side, don't you?
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
This is gonna be rough.
So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
You're the conclusion. I will beat you up. I can eat food in the middle of my battle.
Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Oh.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Well. What?
By royal power core!
How unbecoming. A fine opportunity. So quick to flee. Cowering already?
Oz, reveal thyself! Pyrotechnics! Judgment!
Poor timing. Poor timing. Try this.
What?
Not bad. You've got a trick. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Wind, hear me.
Right. All you do is run.
Lights out. Pyrotechnics!
You've got some skills.
You can't run!
This!
Feel the beat!
Oh, I just need to do one hit.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
What? I was beating you up.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! Huh?
It's not there.
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
How are you not hurting yourself? Oh. Oh. I don't like this one. It's not like that. Tartaglia? No, it's not fast enough. It's a full kick.
But this is going to cost you! Yeah!
How did you fall, Paimon? You can fly. Now can I murder you? Oh, I should heal. I should heal. There, that's good. Okay, now. How's that not hit?
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
Take it?
What is this purple icon on me? Oh, it's a
By royal decree!
Go as one! Yeah!
I didn't even really move, and you still missed. That's a whale thing.
Fräulein.
Okay.
Go as one!
Barbados, guide us.
No. You're a cut above.
That's what you get.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through.
You dummy.
And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
What is that supposed to mean?
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I'm collecting the powers of the 7 elements. Ooh, that would be so cool if I could use them all on one character. Except I'd have to go to a statue each time to switch. So not that cool. Because I'm gradually restoring my former power. Did I have all these powers before? I don't think so. I have no idea.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied.
Yeah? You're satisfied already?
Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
That's not called friend, that's called rival.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
See, even Paimon gets it.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with.
And then that's why it dropped, the dragon form dropped down dead, is because it didn't have the Gnosis inside of it? That might make sense.
In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
You really think Ningguang was in on it?
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
You gonna kill
The
everyone?
truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak.
Your voice is so different now. Can you go back to being a nice boy?
Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
I mean... as long as it's not Brussels sprouts, right? Brussels sprouts are evil. No one deserves to eat those.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
Stone Forest, where's that?
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since.
Oh, that's the spears where Ningguang showed us before.
If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Oh, that's the talismans.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, That makes matters a little more intriguing.
That's not good. You already got the spear out of him?
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Maggie. Wait. No, that's not a whale. That's a water hydra.
Paimon's exhausted.
Why? You fly.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go.
Oh, look at it. It's so cute.
Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Oh. Hi, Edgy Lord.
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Such a tsundere.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle.
Oh, jeez.
Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary.
I'm unscared.
So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
It better be.
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
Wow.
What? Wait, all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
I just realized. When it was on Ningguang, in the background there was a granny from Kinsei Village. What is she doing here? Is she an Adepti?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy.
Why is the granny here?
And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it.
What is the granny doing? The granny just over superpowered somehow?
We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Granny's gonna beat the battle for us, don't worry.
Yep.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Genshin ballista!
Let's go. This looks so cool.
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
I miscalculated.
Go as one!
How did I not get either?
Power core!
Have a load of this.
Revealed!
Over there.
That seemed to work.
Feel the beat!
Standing there.
Go and splash!
Looks like I went too far.
Knock him off.
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Oh, shoot, I got hit. Oh, was I supposed to block it?
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
It isn't time for...
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
She is silver star, isn't she?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Karst! Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Cooked food. Disgusting.
Go as one!
Looks like I went too far.
Feel the beat! Go as one!
My duty.
Duty.
Oz, reveal that with the blood of the Chelian, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War! So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
I am running.
We're going too fast!
Go faster! Where am I supposed to go? Oh shit. Oh, what? Oh, I know that's right.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit.
three at
That
once?
perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
This one.
Look at me. Just...
This isn't good. No excuses!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Good work. Now you're not going anywhere!
The merrier. Assistance. Shine.
Wait, hear me. Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Just kill this.
No longer. You can't run.
I guess this is it.
I'm not allowed to die here.
Amp it up.
No excuse for slacking. The descent. Cold cut plasma.
Let me amuse myself a little. Look at me. The Patui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Okay. Where? Am I good? We did it, I think. Right? I don't see anyone for
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Yes, wishes. And Greeny's still there.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
I wonder why the Jade Chamber means so much to her. She said old friend. I did it though! Yay!
Is it finally over?
Plus, the old granny really was a powerful being. I'm guessing she's an adepti, because all these other people here are adeptis, right?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade.
Oh jeez, everything's super laggy.
The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Oh no.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer.
Madam Ping.
I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
Yeah, that must have cost a fortune. You just see like a tear rolling down her cheek right now.
It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
True.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
Angry Mooncarver.
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there is discord between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
She is an Adepti.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
Could you say no to her?
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter.
Every little niggling matter? What? What did she just say?
Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
What's the point of... Never mind. Whatever. I was gonna say, what's the point of getting the Adepti in the first place when they just found out Rex Lapis had died? What was the point of gathering them all then? I don't know. Just a plot by child, I guess.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
I guess the people would still want a funeral for the Rex Lapis body, even though he's not actually dead. I don't think they would make it a public information that he's not dead, right? Oh! She's sitting in the air. Is this part of the new update too? There's people in the ground and sitting in the... Oh. We just had to load. Carry on.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshen Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Didn't they say that the funeral parlor was under attack or something? If I go up this one? Go up the other one, actually. This place is such a maze. Okay. Is it over there? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Liyue cuisine will surely prevail in this year's Masterful Chefs.
Don't think I need to talk to you.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
You didn't communicate with them that you were going to attack me. What are you talking about, child?
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that.
You're so fancy. What is this, though?
Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
Just take a minute to appreciate her. Okay.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
She really just went there.
No, don't let her get to you! You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle!
Paimon, why you gotta say this stuff out loud? They don't need to know that I can gather all the powers. They don't have to know that, Paimon.
So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
I can still beat you up, child.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
What did Zhongli do?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
You have such pretty eyes. Why you gotta be evil?
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
Morax?
The Gnosis, please.
Really? Why? Why would you make an agreement with them? Why would you give up your Gnosis?
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Why? What contract did you make that would be worth that much?
How sanctimonious.
Jeez, they're just giving us all the angles of Signora.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Right.
Wait, what?
Is her cape really see-through? Wait. Forget about Signora. What?
Perhaps it's best that I explain.
Please explain.
As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
Just needed someone to pat your head. It's okay.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer.
I mean, have you been actively keeping Liyue alive this whole time? Because it just sounded like you were just strolling around disguising yourself as random people. I feel like this whole thing was not necessary at all.
So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child.
She was sent by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill the contract. The Cryo-Archon hasn't been released yet, right?
This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, Traveler.
No, you're not allowed to die.
All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing.
What does that mean?
I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all!
Ha! On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark!
No. No one cares about you, child. You are a child.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
You're just trying to butter him up. So why is your dress doing that? It's weird.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Well, all you wanted to do anyway was fight, right?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Do you want to be called child? Also, Zapoljarny Palace? Who named that? Why?
Ah, fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
He's such a child.
Do as you wish.
Bye.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Yeah. Are you gonna die now? Because you don't have your Gnosis? I'd like to know what the Cryo Archon offered you. True. What could possibly be worth a Gnosis? Basically the same question.
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Then why did you give up your Gnosis?
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
What? Zhongli, why?
Paimon can't absorb so much information at once.
Yeah, Paimon's a little dummy.
So, Zhongli, what sort of contract did you sign with the Cryo Archon? Paimon's so curious.
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge any of its contents.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Ugh, you're so petty.
blocked off the floor. Just neutral. Why you do this, Zhongli? Goodbye.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Wait. Yes. The rite of parting. Goodbye, Rex Lapis. You have lost your powers.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
You're blaming everything on Child. Which is pretty fair, actually. I mean, he was even there at the... when the Rex Lapis body fell to the ground. Rex Lapis was the one that let us get away. So he was seen then, too. So big-footed Dagio. One foot's in the ground. The other one's up there. It's weird.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed.
Yes, indeed. Very posh.
I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Master finds out.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge.
Is it common knowledge? Do they have common knowledge about dragons?
Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed.
Murder.
Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Where are you going?
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
Wasn't murder.
So that's how they're spinning it.
It was his time to go.
Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot.
Because they don't want chaos.
Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
Ganyu. Wait, how come you didn't mention Ganyu? You only mentioned Ningguang and Keqing. Why didn't you mention Ganyu? Paimon, are you a bully?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Tianquan is basically like president and Yuheng is like vice president? I'm guessing.
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
What?
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Why are you putting me on the spot here in front of all these people?
Whoa!
Now everyone's attention is on me. I don't like this.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
I got just really surprised for a second because I forgot the protagonist in this game actually has a voice. I'm so used to games with the protagonist without having a voice. Mungus? Mungus, yes. Very sus. Also, hi, Emil. You can only lurk tonight? That's okay. Are you streaming? Or are you just busy? Hello, shop lady who has all the weird innuendos.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it.
It's just for me. How kind.
But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis.
Yeah. I don't know why we didn't explain that to you earlier.
Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Wait, what? 3 gone in 1 stroke? 3 loves gone? 3. That would be me, Rex Lapis, and who? Who else? I have no idea what she's talking about. Madam Ping.
As for the mortals and Adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
Who else am I supposed to talk to? Oh, sure.
Ah, Rex Lapis. Oh, Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me, perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
Of course. Very business-minded. Look for Zhongli at the scene. What? Let's talk to you guys first.
Why, you... Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless?
I mean, I'm the traveler. I can get whatever I want without it being handed to me, right?
If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
Well, you could have just told me that I could have any reward I want in private too. But you didn't do that, did you?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
What a good, hard-working Ganyu. Alright, let's look for Zhongli. It is that way. Oh, you got little burbs. Oh, this cute blue burb. Oh.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Liyue kiosk.
Where are you gonna get that money from, huh? You don't have your supporters anymore.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Liyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
So is he basically just a mortal now?
But why would Morax lack Mora?
Morax.
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do.
Was he just making money this whole time? Just making counterfeit money? Oh my goodness.
When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
That's why you went around with us? Seeing how we negotiate money?
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Nice, Paimon. A parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit. Good job, Paimon.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that.
Paimon's just bullying you, Zhongli.
In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Oh.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
Raiden Shogun. Yes. I didn't get her last time the wish was on her, though. I tried.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
If Raiden thinks that only she should have a vision, everyone else should be normal.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles.
Heavenly principles?
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Everything.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So you just sent the Adepti a vision that you weren't dead. But why wouldn't the Adepti just come and look for you then? They just give up and say, it was just all a prank all along. Oh no. The whole town was about to be destroyed, but that's fine. It was just a prank. Ah ha ha. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god.
He sent people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating ancient god. Oh, he sent the Fatui to the Jade Chamber while we were in the sky?
I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then.
What?
Was there anything else you wish to know?
Are you hinting that you were the one that sowed the seed for the Qixing to take over instead of the Adepti? Adepti? Probably. I think that's what you meant.
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
I did not realize that. Why does the Geo Archon have to be the one to create the Mora?
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Silly Paimon.
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint.
It's okay.
Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Yep, not your problem now, huh?
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea.
Oh, it's Song Liyue. It's too late now. You're a dummy.
It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So silly.
Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Okay. Whatever that means. Nice. So many new quests. Maybe I can get the teapot for myself now? Wait, why is this? Liyue Harbor is all abuzz with the news of the Jade Chamber's rebuilding. Oh, nice. You hear from Ganyu and Lan that the treasure hoarders have banded together. Okay, so I gotta take care of that, but I have to complete other quests. Share your feelings with Paimon before embarking to the next phase of the journey. But I can't do that yet. I have to do this one first, and before I can do this one, I have to do this one. Captain of Mondstadt Adventure Skills has something to tell you. Nice! So many rewards. Why is this blue? Is this limited time? Oh, I can get a teapot. 5-star. Talk to Madam Ping. I think I can... Hopefully this is a quick quest. Oh! I did not mean to fall in there. It's blue because it's an event?
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, this is the teapot lady. I thought this was the lady from the Kinsa village.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds.
Get my own teapot home now?
That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
Subspace creation?
Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there.
Is she trying to trick me into going to get it for her? Even though she already said that she already has someone to get it?
But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Oh, it's Yanfei.
Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you've already heard of the traveler and her traveling companion.
This is cute. What is this? These horns or ears?
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui, before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Qixing. What a shame.
She's spying on me too.
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
She has nice eyes. That's a nice color. So these are her ears? Or just horns? Horn ears?
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
We scales? She part dragon?
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom.
Do you think Rex Lapis had a kid with the granny here, and then that kid eventually got married and had Yanfei?
They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Okay.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure.
Legal stuff is confusing.
Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
She can gladly handle it all. Is this a long event? Probably. It says part 1. Yeah. Okay.
I just came up with an awesome new riff. Want to hear it?
I think I will stop there for today. I've already been streaming for 4 hours. This is only my second stream. That was fun. We got a good amount of the progress done. So basically, I'm done with the main quest in Liyue. And now I could go to Inazuma, but I'll probably hold off on that for now and focus more on the side quests since I just got a bunch of bleh. I just got a bunch of new quests to do. And yeah. I don't think I'll be doing any more wishes for this season, I guess. BP season, whatever it's called. I'll probably save it up for next time. The characters in there right now aren't that great. I'm not that interested in them. Thanks for hanging out though. That was fun. I didn't expect to be streaming for 4 hours though, for only my second stream. But tomorrow I might stream Little Nightmares. I'll probably get really spooked. But I'll send out an announcement on Twitter if I do end up streaming Little Nightmares. Not sure what time or anything yet, but I looked online and it said that Little Nightmares has a playtime of around 6 hours. But I would want to try to get it all done in one day, but we'll see. Can't wait for me to get spooked. Oh no. I'm gonna get murdered so many times. But I'll keep you updated on Twitter. So that's all for today. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I can see you again tomorrow. Oh right, raid. I should probably figure out who to raid. Apparently I got the raid right last time. See if anyone I know is streaming. Let's see. Oh, Nox is streaming Genshin. So we'll go raid him. For our raid message, let's just say Ganyu a lot. Since Ganyu is his favorite. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Don't forget to say hi to Nox. Yeah. Yumemi raid. Let's go.